Welcome to Baking with Elaine, and today we're going to be making a forest cake. I'm going to show you how to make a forest and a forest design with an 8-inch cake, okay? And today's tips, I'm going to be using a round tip right here, and this is a number 10. And then I have one of my favorite tips, it's 352, and that's a leaf tip, and it's got a split right there. There's two kinds of leaf tips. Okay, and so we want those two tips are our main tips, and then I also have a 66. This is a leaf tip right here. Okay, and this one's 66, but they also come much larger than that. And then I have a grass tip here, and this one is a 233. That's the number on the sides here that I'm saying. Okay, and then I have, of course, decorating bags as well, and then a spatula. So I am gonna, so I already pre-iced this one a little bit here. And I have, so this is an 8-inch, and I had made the frosting, which is, it's 1.5 cups. It's 1.5 cups of shortening, and then it's 3 cups of butter. The powdered sugar is 12 cups, okay? I cut the powdered sugar in half because it's less sugar for me, but if you do a 2-tier, do the 12 cups so it's nice and thick, okay? If you're doing an 8-inch, just do 8 to 6 cups, no less than 6 cups of powdered sugar. Then I had 6 tablespoons of water, or you could use milk. And then vanilla is 2 tablespoons of vanilla, okay? And that'll make the 8-inch and all your icings, okay? So that's enough icing pretty much for an 8 and a 6-inch, and plus all the colors that you need to make this cake as well. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and begin with making, I'm going to just show you how to ice really quick. So I ice the cake, and when I ice the cake, I just apply the icing, okay? And I'm just going to do a light, just a little bit more of the white icing on the sides here, okay? And anytime I ice the cake, I want to use this part like I'm spreading it on, and then I use this part to smooth it out, the edge, okay? And I always have this is a very classic way of icing a cake. Then I have my thumb down, and then I just go across here, and then I turn my turntable, okay? And I'm just using this part here right now. But when I apply, then I use the flat part, and I do that, then I go around like this, okay? And then you want to ice this cake just a light white. And if you have a chocolate cake, just do nice crumb icing, stick it in the refrigerator for 5 minutes, okay? Bring it out, then ice your cake, okay? And then you can go ahead, and that way the crumbs aren't moving around on your scene. Okay, so this is how I began with this one here, and I'm gonna start my cake off with a sky on the top. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, this is why these cakes are so easy to learn how to cake decorate, because they don't have to be perfection and on the top. You know how cakes are very perfect, but these you don't, because this is your palette right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go around. Okay, I got a little bit of icing on the tip here, and then I'm just gonna apply it just around like that. Okay. And then it's a blue icing with a tad of purple. Okay, I just added a tad of purple in there. And what I did is I mixed 2 colors. I mixed a purple here, and then a nice blue. And then I just kind of swirled it in a little bit, okay? Okay, so this is my sky here. Okay, so now I'm just spreading it around, this icing here, okay? So I'm going to always clean, every time you want to go to smooth it out, clean your spatula. So now I'm going around this way, and now I'm going to just use the edge of my spatula here, okay? And you see how I have my thumb? It's important that you hold your spatula like that. And then I'm just taking this edge here, and I'm just lightly going around, okay? Okay, so I want to add more, a little bit more. Just want to make sure. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead again and then just move it just slightly. It would be like this. This is what it looks like when I'm looking into it, okay? Just using that, just like that, okay? So I'm going towards me. There we go. Okay, so I'm just, see how I have a little bit on the top here? I'm just going to kind of bring it in. It's okay. We're going to cover that up too. It's all right if it's a little blue. Okay, so you want your edges kind of stay clean. Okay, and it's okay if you have some white because it kind of looks like clouds. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to do the bottom part. The bottom part here, and I'm going to use some green for the bottom part. So I have this here. I have my spatula. I'm going to take this little tip here and I'm just going to go around like this, and I'm putting some green. Okay. Right around here. Okay, and then I'll smooth it out. Okay. So now I'm going to go around and I'm going to smooth this out. And then I have it, the green on the bottom. Alrighty. There we go. Just like that. And it's okay if you have some that is higher than the others. They kind of look like mountains, okay? There we go. All right, so now what we have here, and then I'm going to take a little bit more, kind of right here. I'm going to go kind of like on the bottom here, okay? I'm just going around on the bottom, so it looks kind of like grass. Okay, you see how I'm just doing that? Spreading some green on the bottom. And remember, this is your palette right here, okay? This is your canvas, this is your canvas right here. And it's just, you really can't mess anything up here, okay? It's pretty simple, just all you're doing. And it doesn't, and it looks natural when it's a little bit messy, all right? Okay, so now I'm going to begin with some trees, all right? So I'm going to be using this bag and the number 10 tip for the tree trunks, okay? So I have some brown here, okay, and then I have another darker little brown, so I'm mixing those two together. This is a light brown, okay? Okay, so it's good to have a dark brown, light brown, so that it doesn't look too, so it looks more like a tree. And then I'm going to take this up here, okay, I'm taking this and I'm going to go all the way up like that, okay, all the way, all right, and up like that, okay. So I'm trying to do it straight. It's easier when I do it in front of me, but because I want to show you how to do this, okay. So I'm going straight up. So if it doesn't look straight, oh, I got it straight. Okay, all the way, and then all the way like this. So I'm making some tree trunks here, just like that. Okay, all right. So we have those are tree trunks, and now I'm going to do some white ones. These are, I believe, these are birch right here, and I'm going to go white here all the way. All the way, okay? So I want some white ones. Here we go. Just like that. Let's mix in some brown here. Okay, looks like we got enough here. Okay, I'll put one more there. Okay, all right, so that's some tree trunks here, forest looking right there. Okay, so now I have here, I want to show you how to make a cone. I love these. I make them out of parchment paper, and it's a triangle. You want to do a little triangle. All right, and so then now I'm going to twist this around the pointy end at you. I have this pointing at me. I'm going to take this, wrap it around like this, and then I'm going to come to a point, okay? My index and my thumb, one more time. Index, thumb, wrap it around your hand, go to a point, okay? And so I made them small, but you can make them nice and big too if you want, the more icing you have. But I have small because I have control. I have some black here. And then I'm going to add some black into this right here. Okay, and then I have that. Then I take this and I roll it down just like that. And I take my scissors and make a nice little tip here. Okay, so I have black. Now I want a brown. Let's see, I want to do a dark brown. So I got a dark brown, this end here. The pointy end points at me, wrap around, turn it over like a cone, looks like a cone, and we need a brown. So now I got a dark brown, okay? And then I just fold over, and I'm gonna cut. Okay, squeeze some out. I think I want that a little bit bigger. Okay, let me squeeze the black out. That one's perfect size. Okay, so now for the white birch, the white ones, I'm gonna go across with the black, okay? So I'm just gonna go just like this. I'm just gonna go like this and just kind of, okay? And then I'm just tapping a little bit on there, and I'm just kind of like painting it on with the tip, okay? And so you're just gonna make a little bit line this way, that way, and you're gonna go back and forth, okay? Just like that. And then I'm gonna clean the tip off. I'm gonna clean that off, start another one. So I have one that's going like this, but you're gonna paint it. You don't want a straight line like that, okay? I just want to, and then I'm gonna rub in some white, okay? So I'm coming from this side and then the other side. I'm gonna go from the right, and then let's see, here we go, left and right, left and right. And you might have some that are across, but you don't want it to go all the way across, okay? You see how that looks? I love these trees, okay? So I have coming from the right, then from the left, okay? The right and left, just like that. And you're just kind of like stroking it here, okay? You're painting it with the tip of this cone, all right? And then you're gonna clean it off every bit away. And then I'm just doing that, okay? There you go, okay? So then you have the black lines, and I'm sure you've seen these trees before, okay? All the white ones, I'm doing that. I'm doing all the white ones like that. All the way down, just kind of painting it on there and using the tip of this, and then clean it off every once in a while, okay? Making those lines across the tree, and just has that real effect. Okay, just like that. Look at that, that looks so cool already, huh? It's so fun, it's just like painting, but you're painting with icing. That's what makes it so fun. Some of them are gonna be darker than others. Okay, I don't want it to look like a line. I want it to look like this is natural. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna clean this tip again. And I'm coming across from the left to the right. And then, there we go. Okay, there we go with those trees. Doesn't that look cool? So now I have this dark brown here. Squeeze a little bit up. Okay, now I like to just paint up on these, okay? And then you're just gonna add some dark. See how that is? I just paint up now. I'm not going across, I'm just adding dark to this. And I'm just kind of using the dark so it'll look a little real. Here, up with the darker brown, and I'm just going in. I'm not making line, just making little small strokes. Okay, you see how that looks? And then again with the darker brown. Okay, and then just like kind of like you're just painting it, but you're painting with the tip of this, the tip of your cone. Now, if you're not comfortable making these cones, that's why we have the number 2 tip. Okay, and you can put them in these bags here, interchange after you do the tree stumps here, or the trees. You just put this right here. Okay, you want to squeeze out. You're gonna squeeze it out, all the color, and then you're gonna put your dark right there. Okay, but I just did it. I did it this way. Okay, so you could see. But you could use the number 2 tip, and now I'm just painting. Now I squeeze some, and then now I'm just painting. Okay, just like that. I squeeze the line up, and then I just kind of blend it. Okay, so just blending, and that's what you're doing with the tip of this bag, just blending. Okay. There we go. Oh, I got one here. There we go. I have one here. And then blend with your tip of your bag. Okay. That way you're adding dark and light. Okay, so there we go. We got our trees. And then this is where I have my leaf tip. Now for my leaf tips, I'm going to squeeze, let go, squeeze, squeeze, let go. Okay, so it's squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go, and these are just the different squeeze and let go. Okay, squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go, squeeze, and then I have this tip pointing in that way. You don't want to use it this way. Okay, you don't want to use it that way. You want to use it this way. I have twist my bag, and then I'm using my 4 fingers, and I'm pressing with my bag. I squeeze a little bit, let go. Squeeze a little bit, let go. Okay, just like that. I'm just doing a few because I want multicolors, and I'll show you. Okay, there we go. Squeeze, let go. Squeeze, let go, squeeze, and let go. Okay, just these. So I'm press, 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 let go. Okay, press, let go. So I'm pressing down, and then we have these trees here. Okay, all right. So this is the orange, and that's why I love these interchangeable. I'm going to squeeze this green out. Okay, I'm taking out the green, and I'm going to add this orange in there. Okay, I love mixing colors. It's just so fun. So now I put some orange in here. I'm going to squeeze out a little bit. The air will pop. And I'm going to put back on this leaf tip. Where'd you go? Okay, and I'm going to squeeze out until there's some orange. I'm squeezing this out until I see some orange come out. See, there's some orange. Okay, so now to multicolor this cake, I'm going to add some orange. Okay. Okay, all the way. I'm just adding like maybe 3 to each tree, or, oh, this tree didn't get any. Okay, do you see how I'm doing that? And squeeze with these 4 fingers. Squeeze, let go. Squeeze, let go. Squeeze, let go. Okay, so that's how we go around. Now I'm just going to put some down here. Squeeze, let go. Squeeze, let go on the board. Okay. So some have fallen on the ground. Okay, see how that? I love this design. I think it's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to do some yellows, and I'm going to interchange that and put this one in here. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. Okay, see how that's done? Oh, isn't that, these colors are so pretty. I think the fall colors are some of my favorite colors too. Isn't that one pretty? Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit on the grass here, on the floral grass here. Okay, there we go. And then we have these trees all the way around the edges. Just put them all the way around the edge of this cake. It'll just look so cool. Isn't that cool looking? I see I got some black on here. I must have it on my fingers, so I'm gonna just wipe that down. Okay, get all that black off. There we go. And now we have this forest looking tree right here. And then I'm going to squeeze this one out, and I'm going to put some green back in this bag. All right. So it's okay to interchange these colors with these bags because it's so nice to have all these colors combination, because you always look at grass or leaves. They're all never one color. Some are when it's nice bright spring. Okay, so now I have some green, and then I'm going to add this here, this grass tip here. So I'm going to add the grass tip onto this here. Okay, so you see how here. All right, and here we go. And now I'm going to just go ahead and it has the hole. So when you do this tip here, I squeeze there. I have my 4 fingers. I'm going to squeeze and then let go. Okay, squeeze, let go. Just lightly, because you don't want this to, sometimes this likes to look like it's plump. So you let a little out. You let a little out, and then you just let it go, okay? Squeeze a little bit, let it go. So that way it looks like grass. Because if you don't and you squeeze like that, it just looks like a clump, and you don't want that, okay? And then you just have this little grass going around, okay? All right. Okay, so now the top is a little bit white with the little bit of blue that we brought in, and you can go and we can just go ahead and add a little bit, make it more sky, but I think it would have been preferably better to just do that. There we go. To do that beforehand too, okay? So just add a little bit more blue on the top of on the top there, okay? And I'm just gonna find something to just smooth it out, and I have a bent spatula right here, and I'm just gonna smooth it out, okay? And we'll go ahead and do clouds. I was going to do like another scenery, but I think it looks just really pretty just having the sky on the top like that, okay? And I was going to do grass, but I think for this design, it would just be pretty just having the sky on the top, all right? And I'm going to add a little bit more, okay? And that way it gives you room to write happy birthday on this cake. Oh, it's just gorgeous here. Okay, and then if you wanted to add some clouds, just add a little bit of white, okay? There you go. So here we have a forest cake. I'm so glad you can join me, okay? It's a simple design, just going straight up, remember, with your round tips all the way around, and then here using the leaf, and then you have this nice design for somebody who likes walking in the woods, okay, or hiking through the woods, and then leaving the top like a sky, and then you can write happy birthday, okay? Thank you for joining me, Baking with Elaine, and you guys have a great day. And if you want to see more recipes and more ideas, go to bakingwithelaine.com. Bye.